Thanks for listening to today's episode of Medical Device Global Market Access by Pure Global. In this episode, we will explore the critical differences between China's NMPA approval and the European Union's MDR CE marking. Many device manufacturers who successfully enter the Chinese market wonder if their NMPA approval gives them a head start in Europe. While it provides a foundation, achieving a CE mark under the EU's Medical Device Regulation, or MDR, requires navigating several significant gaps. First, the regulatory philosophy itself is a major difference. The NMPA, or National Medical Products Administration, operates as a centralized government-run body focused on product certification. In contrast, the EU MDR, which has been fully applicable since May 2021, relies on designated private entities called notified bodies for conformity assessment. The MDR places a much stronger emphasis on the entire device lifecycle, continuous risk management, and robust clinical evidence, which is a fundamental shift from a pure product approval mindset. This philosophical difference is clear in the approach to the Quality Management System, or QMS. For NMPA approval, a valid ISO 13485 certificate is typically required. While the NMPA can conduct inspections, the EU MDR integrates the QMS far more deeply into the regulatory process. Notified bodies conduct rigorous audits of the QMS as a core part of the conformity assessment, scrutinizing the link between your quality processes and the safety and performance of the device. Another critical gap is the technical documentation. While China's Product Technical Requirement, or PTR, is a structured dossier, the EU MDR's technical documentation, detailed in Annex 2 and 3, is substantially more demanding. The requirements for the Clinical Evaluation Report, or CER, are particularly stringent under the MDR. The EU has a much stricter definition of equivalence, making it difficult to leverage data from similar devices. A simple translation of your NMPA clinical data will not be sufficient. You must create a comprehensive CER that meets the high standards of the MDR and includes a proactive plan for post-market clinical follow-up, known as PMCF. Post-market surveillance, or PMS, is also an area of significant divergence. The NMPA requires annual reports, but the EU MDR mandates a proactive, systematic PMS system as an integral part of the manufacturer's QMS. Depending on the device class, you must prepare either a post-market surveillance report, PMSR, or a periodic safety update report, PSUR. This system requires continuous collection and analysis of data to update your technical documentation and clinical evaluation throughout the device's lifespan. Furthermore, the EU requires the appointment of a person responsible for regulatory compliance, or PRRC, a specific, qualified role that does not have a direct equivalent in the Chinese system. In summary, while NMPA approval demonstrates that your device meets high standards, it is just one step on the path to global market access. Achieving EU MDR CE marking requires a significant expansion of your regulatory strategy, with a focus on lifecycle management, deeper clinical evidence, and a fully integrated proactive quality management system. If you need help navigating the complexities of global market access for your medical device, we invite you to check out Pure Global. Our experts are ready to guide you. Thanks for listening, and we will see you next time.